My guest today has coached and counseled over 15,000 people, and her company, Brightcore Nutrition, the makers of Sweet Wheat, she has literally have hundreds of thousands of customers with successful stories, which I want to kind of start off at the moment with. So listen to this one. I have so much more get up and go. I can work at my job all day and work in the garden when I get home. I have never been able to do that before until I started Sweet Wheat. And Kim, it is great to have you on the program. And
Thank you.
Let's start off. Kim, tell all of my viewers a little bit more about your background, which I find really impressive.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I started out modeling and acting and singing, and I got down a wrong road with alcohol and actually had a near-death experience. And when I came back, I knew that I needed to take responsibility for my own health. And I started studying, reading, doing a lot of research, and studied with a lot of very famous people, and then ended up at the Cushing Institute in Boston, and I also taught there. I helped set up a program for a hospital for nutrition. I had my own restaurant that was an all-organic restaurant, and counseled over 15,000 people, and that's basically the background. Then decided in 1996 to start Sweet Wheat, and with our flagship Sweet Wheat, Brightcore Nutrition. And it's family owned now. My son has been working with me for, gosh, I think 9 years now, maybe 10. And he's the CEO, I'm the founder. And we have another one that I've kind of adopted, Cameron. He's part of our family too, with it, is there. And that's basically my background. And I love and I have a passion to help people. And I've always wanted to do that. And that's what got me started down this road to have my own company. I never dreamed I was going to do something like this, but I wanted to have something with all the counseling of the people I saw. They needed something that was easy, that was not going to cost much, and that they would do on an everyday basis to really start their path down back to health, to regain their health back.
Well, then let's talk about that, because your premier product, Sweet Wheat, has been around for a little over 20 years.
23 years.
So
yeah.
What is Sweet Wheat?
Sweet Wheat is 100% certified organic wheatgrass juice powder. And it is the juice. It's not the ground up grass, but it is the actual juice. And it contains over 108 different compounds that your body needs on a daily basis. It contains enzymes. It contains chlorophyll. Those are the two most important things in it. It's got the vitamins, minerals. Minerals are the third most important. Without minerals, the other things can't do their work right. And we've got phytonutrients, and we've got all the amino acids.
Now, wheatgrass itself is considered the most complete food available, but also the most alkaline food found on the planet.
Right, it's king of alkaline foods. It's basically king of alkaline foods, and it is an amazing array. You could exist really for weeks, maybe even months, on just Sweet Wheat alone.
Well, how's it
Actually,
grown?
people have done that with it, and they've gone camping, they've gone hiking, they've taken it to do fasting, and I actually went on a 14-day almost fast with it, and I had all this energy. I had a little bit of oatmeal, a little bit of cereal, or celery with it for elimination, but it is a food. It's not a supplement. It is an actual food.
Yeah, and that's what I find amazing about it, because I've actually done a 3-day fast with the Sweet Wheat because it is so nutritious. The body is not starving for healthy nutrients because you're giving your body the very thing that it needs.
Right.
So how is it grown?
Well, it's grown in volcanic soil. We grow it outside. Originally, when I first started the company, we were growing it in greenhouses because I thought, well, if we can control the environment, we're going to be able to make a better product as the end. We're going to make it more nutrient dense with the soil that we're creating. But then I realized it wasn't getting the natural stressors like we get in life.
Right.
It didn't go through the seasons, and it's, it takes outside, it takes 130 days, and it's going through wind and rain and snow and heat and cold, and it's going through all these things, which is really strengthening the plant. Whereas indoors, where you're talking about 7 to 9 days growth, you're not getting as strong of a plant. You're not getting the vigor in there, so it can then present that to our bodies. And so by growing outdoors and then by processing it in a very proprietary manner where we stay under 103 degrees, we're maintaining all of our live active enzymes, and we just have this nutrient dense rich food that is just phenomenal.
So I know that you have counseled over 15,000 people. Hundreds of thousands of customers have bought Sweet Wheat. What are some of the most common health issues you hear people talk about?
Well, you know, the biggest one, of course, is energy. That's the biggest one. And then we talk about people, you know, they no longer get colds and flus and things to do with their immune system, and their fungus is going away, and their candida is going away or is gone. And let's see, what else? The over acidity in the body, like, you know, people are just tons of people have the acid reflux these days. So that's handled or helping handle it.
Kim, when I go to the store and I read labels and I've looked at other wheatgrass products, there's one thing I've noticed between Sweet Wheat and everybody else is with yours is how green it is. Everybody else is just like mixing dead grass, but yours is live.
Right, ours is live, ours is bright, vibrant green. When you look at that, you know you're getting tremendous amounts of chlorophyll, which is blood building.
Yeah.
It's making healthy blood when you drink green food like that. And it is so, the smell is so fresh. Whereas if you open another can of our competitors,
there's no odor, there's no aroma.
There's no nice aroma, and it's dark, it's dead looking. And most of our competitors are just taking the grass, grinding it up, and you're having 98% cellulose, which your body can't absorb.
Which is nothing really but a filler.
It's a filler, and then you're getting 2% of the nutrients, whereas with ours, you're getting 100% of all of those 108 compounds that are going into your body for rebuilding, rejuvenating, detoxing, and building that healthy blood and cleaning that blood out. So every tissue, every cell is touched by blood, and it's making it cleaner and stronger on a daily basis.
You know, I've been amazed by how many people I've talked to who've been using Sweet Wheat, and I always ask them the question, well, when you start taking the Sweet Wheat, when do you start noticing a difference? And I've had people tell me, oh, I've noticed a matter of days, and usually the first thing they feel is this pickup in energy.
Yeah, and some people notice it like within the first day. But the other thing too is because we're the juice and we're not just the grass ground up, we are 10 times more potent than that grass. So you are saving money. We're already so economical.
Yeah.
And you're saving money. You have the convenience. And you can be guaranteed, because we've got that 60-day money-back guarantee, you can be guaranteed that you are getting so many nutrients in every serving of Sweet Wheat, far beyond any of the others out there.
You know, it was strange because I was teaching a lecture one time, and the biggest thing I learned from the audience was they didn't understand that we needed proper nutrition every single day. They didn't realize that going through the drive-thru was bad, because the way they were taught by their parents.
Well, Wart, if you don't take live food every day, you are lacking that life force energy, which is the enzymes. Which is, if you see in these pictures, you see our competitor here, which there's hardly any light coming out of this picture. It's almost like it's a dead, dying entity here. Whereas if you look at where Sweet Wheat is, we're this vibrant, all this light. And it's the life-giving enzymes, and there's creating so much vibrancy in a person. And that's what you want. You want on an everyday basis, you want to eat things that are giving you life, not taking it away, not depleting those banks of enzymes that's aging you, that's causing your body to break down, that's causing all of your organs to degenerate on a daily basis. You're building everything back up and giving it the nutrients that it needs on a daily basis to function properly.
Well, the other thing that I've noticed by talking to people who take Sweet Wheat every day is that they would tell me about the way that they used to eat. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. If you are eating food with no nutrition in it, you could eat a great breakfast, a great lunch, and when I mean great, I'm just talking big and hearty, and you're still hungry. You know why? There's no nutrition, there's no life in it. Your body is starving to death because you're feeding it empty calories. I've had talked to so many people, Kim, that are using your product who either taking the powder, like this is a scoop of, this is one scoop of Sweet Wheat powder in a glass of water, and you literally just drink this in the morning.
And you can have it with fruit juice.
Well, yeah.
If you don't like that green taste, mix it with some fruit juice or almond milk or something like that.
I love the green
Sprinkle it
taste.
on salads.
But the thing is when people tell me when they take the sweet wheat, they're not as hungry because now the body is actually receiving what it needs every day. So now the body's not starving to death because it's getting the vitamins, the minerals, antioxidants,
and it's
the
absorbing
chlorophyll.
them because the gut health is being improved. Now, the other thing too that I want people to know out there, for all of you that are really gluten intolerant and you're worried about gluten and you're hearing sweet wheat, maybe for the first time you're going, wheat, don't do that. Don't do that, because guess what? It's gluten-free.
Yeah, that's right. And vegan.
And vegan. And what we do, we make certain that the plant bifurcates off to create a new head of wheat. That's when the gluten comes in. We harvest it before any of that takes place.
You're still in the baby.
assured,
Yeah, you're still in the baby green state.
we've got the baby green vegetable there. Don't worry, it's gluten-free.
Yeah, and I mean, literally, ladies and gentlemen, and I know how you are, because I still talk to so many of you. You watch the program, you may be listening to my radio show, and we literally push it all the time and say, look, you want to feel great, you've got to feed your body great things. That means live food. You know, we always hear the term eat clean.
Yep.
Taking sweet wheat every day is exactly that.
You are eating clean. You are eating clean. And you know another thing? You can go and you can buy these vegetables, okay? And when you buy organic vegetables, it takes 3 pounds of organic vegetables to equal the 2 servings of sweet wheat that we recommend on a daily basis.
And on the capsule form, that's 1 serving. This equals 1.5 pounds of vegetables. And most people don't even get that in a day, if not 2 days' time.
Right, and guess how much that 1.5 pounds of vegetables costs them?
Especially if it's organic.
If it's organic, that could cost anywhere from $4 to $8. Then you got to wash it, you got to chop it, you got to spend all that time. Guess what? So convenient and so economical.
Yeah, and I like the fact that children can take this. So.
Pets can take it.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard a lot of people giving it to
Kitties
their pets.
and dogs and parrots love it. Birds. It gives their skin a glow, their hair a glow. They get rid of all these spots where they have heat spots, and their digestion is better. Eyesight improves with all these animals as well as with humans.
You know, you have just learned all about Kim Bright and sweet wheat. And I want to tell you something. She has, again, counseled over 15,000 people, serviced over hundreds of thousands of customers for this one product. And one of the biggest blessings in my life is I met Kim 13 years ago, started her product. I do this TV show Monday through Friday. I have an online radio program. I have a radio program that airs out of Chicago. I am busy. And I can tell you something. Sometimes I don't eat right, and sweet wheat every single day keeps my body healthy and active, and I am ready to go and do something else and add it to my busy schedule. But guess what? You are the ones that I care about the most. I want you to be vibrant. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live the life God intended for you, which is to be energetic, vibrant, and ready to go do whatever you've ever dreamed about doing.
Join me and all of my special guests every week on Life-Changing Wellness on Radio MD. Listen as I interview top health experts in natural health and medicine, famous fitness gurus and celebrities from film, television, and music, as well as those sharing their inspiring stories, turning adversity into victory. Listen on your smartphone, iPad, in your car, or on the computer. Connect with us at radiomd.com/Dr. Bond for the best half hour in health. Something spectacular happens when you treat your body right.